Hello my dear students, welcome to Rishikul Online School. Let's continue chapter 3 of history and the name of the chapter is the Delhi Sultans. Dear students, this is the second module of this chapter and in this module we shall study about the expansion of Delhi Sultanate. So let's start. The expansion of Delhi Sultanate from garrison towns to empire. So first of all, we will discuss the meaning of these two terms. Hinterland. So the land adjacent to a city or port that supply it with goods and services was called hinterland. And garrison town. Garrison town, it was a fortified settlement with soldiers. Dear students, early phase of Delhi Sultanate was limited to fortified towns. In 13th century, the control of Delhi Sultanate was limited to fortified towns occupied by garrisons. The Sultan did not control the hinterland of the cities and were therefore dependent upon trade, tribute or plunders for supplies. Controlling garrison towns in distant regions from Delhi was difficult, and Mongol invasion from Afghanistan and rebellion by governors placed many big challenges in front of Delhi sultans. So number of rebellion occurred at this point of time and Delhi Sultanate barely survived these challenges. Now the question arises, how did the expansion of Delhi Sultanate take place? The expansion of Delhi Sultanate took place during the reigns of Ghiyasuddin Balban, who belonged to Mamluk dynasty, Alauddin Khalji, who belonged to Khalji dynasty, and Muhammad Tughlaq, who belonged to Tughlaq dynasty. The expansion took place along the internal and external frontiers. Now, what's the meaning of internal and external frontiers? Internal frontiers means the Sultan tried to expand in the areas around Delhi. External frontiers means they try to control in distant lands. So in internal frontiers, the sultans aimed at consolidated the hinterland of the garrison town. Forests were cleared in the Ganga Yamuna Doab. Hunter-gatherers and pastoralists were expelled from their land. Land was brought under cultivation and new fortresses and towns were also established. In external frontier, military expedition into southern India started under Alauddin Khalji and culminated with Muhammad Tughlaq. Sultanate armies captured elephants, horses, slaves, precious metals, etc. there. Let's talk about administration under the Delhi Sultans. In administration, Muktis helped the sultans. They led military campaign. They maintained law and order in their iqtas. They collected revenue from their iqtas and paid salary to their soldiers from these revenues. Here the sultans took many steps to ensure that Muktis performed their duties well. For that, their office was not made hereditary. They were assigned iqtas for a short period of time before being transferred. Accountants were appointed to check the amount of revenue collected by the muktis. Care was taken that the mukti collect only the taxes prescribed by the state and that he kept the required number of soldiers. So dear students, that was all about this module. We shall continue this chapter in next module. Thank you.